argumentative, whatever, that, you can even go as deep as to talking about someone's religion. It's like when you talk about politics in a workplace, just don't do it, and so it's so heightened that you could be from 0 to 100 real quick about the passion that's flying between you two and the differences. You two are definitely a mirror of each other in the twin flame journey. You're worlds apart, but you're so alike. It's like you're so far but so close. So the Five of Wands talks about arguing, like, oh really, somebody just wants to be on top and feel like they want to get that power surge to be able to do what they have to do. It's stepping on top of people. It's burning your bridges, being mean to people for no reason. It's petty arguments. Just because you want to feel entitled. Then we have the Hierophant. So for the Nine of Pentacles. So with this energy of him thinking about you like this is kind of negative. It's a negative, it's somewhat of a negative aspect. Everything that we said beautiful about this card still remains in the first part of the video. But then the negative aspect about it is that maybe he feels like you feel like you don't need anyone, right? So it's like that Five of Wands with the Hierophant, like a major arcana. He's higher than the major arcana. He's in a different realm. Some part of me says that he thinks that you're too good for him. Yes, too good to be true, but too good for him. Like you're a wish fulfillment. So sometimes wishes can't even be grabbed. If you're an air sign, that talks a lot about that. But if you're in your air energy where you're just like, I'm going off of facts, nothing else, right now, I'm not going to think about the love aspect. I'm just gonna, this woman is prudent. That's another thing that this card highlights. So that means she's not worried about the kiss. She's not worried about a man. And who's to say why you don't feel like it, but why you're not. But with the Hierophant there means that you know that you have a divine masculine, and he knows that he's here. But some way about you when you're communicating with him and when you see him that you're 10 toes down and that you're all good and you're smiling, you know what I mean? Some part of him thinks it's like a prank. He's like, oh really? Like, oh word? Like you're good? Well, so am I. I'm the Hierophant. Then he's stepping in his divine masculine energy. That could be some part of what the divine feminine wants to do. But it looks like you feel like you're all high and mighty with those two cards. I got to say that. And you have him on your mind. And so it's like, you're so independent, you're so this, but you love me. So, he wants to work with you. Okay, that's what I said in the first part. So let's clarify this Nine of Pentacles, Spirit. Let's get a card out here for the board. Let's see what we got for this Nine of Pentacles. The Tower. All right, and it fell like a topple and as well, and so it's the Tower. So like what I just said is perfect for this, and that's what's one of the things that make you two fall. But you fall at the same mediator, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys fall at the same time. But something about when maybe, for an example, he's open to you, you're not open to him. When you're open to him, he's not open to you. I think that's where the whole runner chaser thing came from. But sometimes I could be the runner, sometimes I could be the chaser. But at the end of the day, when that falls, it's kind of like you both knew it would. It's that mirror. It's that soul. You guys know. So it's almost like sometimes you two set each other up for failure because you're scared of the commitment. You're scared of taking that step, that leap of faith. That's what he's going to be doing. So it tells me that maybe a little prediction here is that the divine feminines are going to shut it down. Now, the Tower happens with this because he feels like this is you being all high and mighty. Some of us may feel like he's not excited or happy for our success, but this talks about someone who's been here, who's been there, done that. Okay, this is nothing new for you. You see that snail there? That's a snail for the Nine of Pentacles. You've been here. You've been here. You've been doing this. This is not something that's, oh, I just did this. Oh, I just conquered that. And even if it has been, it's been something that's been a part of your dreams and aspirations. Maybe that he knows about. Maybe, and forgive me if there's something new that you've been into and you've been talking to him and it's not the right, you have to understand. So get a personal reading if you want to dissect that further. But for this reading, it says that, oh, and some of you may feel like he's not excited for your success. But regardless, the Tower happened and both of you fell and you both jumped head first, not even knowing. You're both on either side of the tower. You don't even know what's happening. You just know that once you get done there, you're going to gravel away and take whatever you need and get gone. You know what I mean? Thinking that, oh, he don't know I'm gone. He don't know I'm leaving, but he's the Hierophant. So I just want you to know that he knows his position. He knows his strength and his power. So, he's not going to let you just, you know, strip anything away from him as well. I think he feels like you think you're better than him. Okay, that's what I want to say there. And then, you know, that's what happens in any relationship. It would. So with that 5 of wands there, remember that came out. It's like you think you're better than him, and then he gets a little cocky as well. He's like, well, I'm the love of your life. You know, I'm this person too. I'm too. I am too. I am me too. Me too. So that's probably what that's talking about there. Okay, he's like, me too. All right, me. So all right, let's talk about this Empress here. Why is the Empress here as a divine masculine? What does he want to say about this Empress? Tell us why the Empress is here. So we've got the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. So more swords energy. We were referencing to the Queen. First we have the Hermit for the Empress. So now it's like in the back of his mind with how beautiful you are, this wish fulfillment is overall what I want to say. Okay, you're a wish fulfillment kind of woman. You're beautiful. Like, you know, I think about like Letty, Dom and Letty from like Fast and Furious. You know, some people think that she's like the picturesque kind of girl because she's hot, she's girly, but she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. But in any aspect you take it, you're just an all-around perfect woman for him. And you know, you're a wish fulfillment. So that's what I want to say. Mother Nature, go ahead, do your thing, water your garden, do your thing. But some in the back of his mind, he's like, okay, why, this is where the questioning comes in. And it's so sad because it was like, we were here a minute ago. What happened? You know, but it's not the balance. It's not balanced. The Empress, I think he starts to go believe like, okay, because of the Tower, it's like, what the fuck? Let me understand what it is about her so much that I adore, what it is so much about her that I love, but more so what it is about her that is so independent that she can't be with me, that is so independent that I can't seem to grab her. So independent, we end up falling all the time, and I know we love each other. I know we're a deal and a match, but I think he feels like sometimes he's in his throne, like the Hierophant would be, and you're not. You're not there. You don't, it's almost like you don't want it. Every time he comes in for it, you're not there. But when he's not there, you're like texting him and calling him every day. I think he's like trying to figure out like what are the mind games here? Like what's going on? The Hermit goes in seclusion. Now he's prudent. Now he don't want nothing. You know, regardless if he's in a relationship or not, he don't want nothing with you. But it's like he's not giving up. He has this light on. He's like, okay, I need to... He could go to friends, he could go to the Hierophant, he can go to someone spiritual, do you understand what I'm saying? And like try to figure it out. It's like, I feel like he thinks he puts in a lot of effort, and maybe you don't know how long it took him to get this success. You know what I'm saying? While you're figuring out your tangible success, maybe think about that, you know. And then it's like you don't say that you always say that it's not good enough. But let's give you a little motivation, Divine Feminine. What about the wife he's with? Don't you think she says that everything he does is good enough? You know, they're the karmic partner, so they're going to say whatever they want to say and say it at the right times. But, you know, so try to take a little bit of a humble pill, humble pie, eh? Maybe the Dutch apple pie, a little sweet. And none of that that skin on the apple that like sometimes you get in the regular apple pie that like kills the whole bite, and you just killed the whole mood here. So let's see where it goes, and then look what we end up with. And then so sometimes I think you need to be a little more open to him and his flow of things. You want to be a wife to him, you want to be a girlfriend, a confidant, a friend. You have to be willing to see it from both sides, both ends of the story, which is what this air sign, these air elements do. Okay, they've seen it from all sides of the stories, how they were able to get in these different aspects and states of mind. Okay, look, this just flipped right over the nine of Pentacles. So when you're in that energy here, something about this is not right. No, something, your divine masculine or divine feminine is not going to be upset about your efforts, okay? But something about that didn't go right. Something about that you were not open to. And he understands that. When you get in a certain element or a certain way, you know, where it's like, oh, maybe you're someone who, yeah, okay, we'll leave it there. But the Queen of Swords is someone who, look, you're loving and you're nurturing your empress of your body in a body of people. Then you're like, who, what, where, when, why? You know, then you're yelling, you're cussing, you're saying mean shit. You're not even, you're like definitely up in your head. You're not warm and nurturing. Okay? You're not. And that's what he's trying to say. It's like he sees you as this beautiful woman, and he knows your success. He knows you're independent. He knows. And he's trying to shapeshift into being this perfect person for you. Yeah, the Ace of Wands, more fire energy for your fire. And he's like willing to do that. He's willing to get that. But I don't think he sees, and good, I'm glad he goes into hermit mode. I don't think he sees the point of doing something that he feels you may have been led astray. He's not going to add fuel to the fire, okay? Let's clarify this Three of Swords for the Divine Masculine. I think we understand. Why is the Three of Swords here? The Divine Masculine. What do we have here? The Six of Cups. Oh my God, no. No. That's so sad. And like, you know, and then now you guys know that this day that you guys plead on this is how you plead your case, Divine Feminine. Now he's pleading his case. And he's saying it the best way he can. And then it's almost like he's only left to have that dream of you two back in the day. He's only left to think about, reminisce and memory lane about what you two had back then that was so effortless and clean. So fresh and so clean. You know what I'm saying? So effortless and abundant on its own because it's divine. But what are the blocks here, you two? And it's even. It's equal pain. Stop. Okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, he's like left to like be like, and I think really though, this spread is talking about 3 swords, 3 daggers to the heart because of you. Not no other relationship. We saw nothing of no other. We only saw you that he's talking about, and then what y'all two. That's it. Because this is something that's very treasurable. It's a moment in time that we all wish for, but you know, everything must come to an end, right? You know, but why can't it keep going? Why can't we keep going? You know, 5 of Swords here, you know, with the wanting to win at all costs. We're not going to go into that. But let's get an advice card for the Divine Masculine. Let's get an advice. Let's get some advice for him. What's some advice? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. All right. And at the top of the deck, the 4 of Cups. So it looks, okay. And the 3 of Pentacles. Can you tell me about the Queen of Pentacles? Because I have something on my mind. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles for his advice. All right, I think I saw it. The Page of Cups. So it's talking about him, I think, having more optimism for this state of you being, okay? For this state of you gotta put that snail into your own perspective. See about why, you know, in an independent, sufficient woman, is it just because you take a while to get your fruit of the loom? Is it because you like being here in this leisure? You like, you know, being on your own? Think about what that snail represents to you for that 9 of Pentacles, okay? I'll put the link below. I really will. Sometimes I forget, but I'll put that link below where you can go study that card. Maybe you can put it in your own perspective. But it says that he should have optimism and the love that he has for you, and don't just give up. But at the same time, this looks like it was inevitable to happen. You were already there, Divine Feminine, and so what is he supposed to do? But it says that he's supposed to have some sort of optimism for your wanting to be in this energy, if that's who you want to be. If you're a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and he's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, he's looking at having some optimism and that state of mind that you're in. He's looking at I want to say offering to, I knew I was going to get the 10 of Swords, but he's looking at offering. Look at that, offering to that state of mind you're in where it really kind of went sour. When he was trying to communicate to you, you reverted to some sort of energy there. And maybe it's something that you guys do all the time, so you may not subconsciously be aware, Divine Feminine, that maybe now he realizes when you revert to a certain energy, okay, a certain energy, that you're withdrawing. So he'll withdraw too. Okay, but he's looking at offering to this person, to you, in that energy, okay, and helping you become the Queen of Pentacles, a wife or something. But so look, we have the 3 of Pentacles here, right? And he's looking at offering to that. He's looking at contributing to that. You understand what I'm saying? There's no third party here right now that we're talking about. What we're trying to focus on is the work that he needs to put in to this effort, okay? And then we had the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups is here, and then look who's upright is the 2 of Cups, but it's up, it was like this on the board. So who else do we have there in the Hierophant? So he's looking at putting that effort and work in, okay, to be with you, so you guys can be this. But it looks like he has to put in the work for you